God is the potter and we are the clay. When a potter is sculpting a clay pot, it changes as he or she works with it. God is changing, molding, and perfecting us to be more like Jesus every day. When we move the word perfect from an adjective to a verb, we get perfect. And that's what God is doing each and every day in our lives. In the book of Ephesians, it talks about taking off the old and putting on the new. And this is an important part of change. Dr. Kathy has some insight into this.
I'm Kathy Cook of Celebrate Kids. Think about the children in your life. Anything you'd like them to change? Don't make too long of a list. That would be painful. Can you just think of the one thing that most concerns you, maybe about your oldest child, or your youngest, or your middle if you want? What's that one thing you wish they would leave behind? You know what? Change means exchange. And children can only change what you do not like when they know what to pick up instead. It's the taking off of the old and the putting on of the new. So I'm going to take off anger or procrastination or jealousy or revenge or picking on my sister. I'm going to take something off only when I know what to put on instead. Because otherwise there's a vacuum and I don't know who I am in that moment. And that's really surprisingly a scary kind of almost a terrifying thing for children. So think about the one thing that concerns you about your child's belief, behavior, attitude, action, and what's the thing you'd rather have them have instead? Talk more about that. Pray over that if you are a person of prayer. Talk with your children about who you'd like them to be more than talking with them about who they're being that displeases you, and you might see change take place. You can actually just make a 2-column list. It's not hard. Take off procrastination if that's relevant and put on action, obedience, just do it, organization, be willing to make a mistake, ask for help, get organized before starting, obedience, take off hate, put on. See, if I don't know what to put on instead of that thing I want to take off, I won't change. Remember, change means exchange, and it's only possible when I know both what to remove from myself, my character, my belief, my behavior, my attitude, and what to put on instead. I hope that's helpful. Thank you for listening.
When I began to embrace God's perfecting work in my own life, I stopped worrying about what people thought. And when I stopped worrying about what people thought, I stopped being a controlling parent. And when I stopped being a controlling parent, I increased my ability to influence my kids with compassion, love, acceptance, and perception. Leaving perfection infection parenting behind gave my kids the freedom and the contentment to be who they really are. And what a difference that makes in a family's life. There's incredible freedom in saying, yes, I like you just as you are. You are not a failure. You have value and purpose. You are God's beautiful creation. Yes, I'm being perfected, and you are too. And I'm so glad we get to do that together.